Everyone wants to win showmanship, but the truth is most people lose it within the first 30 seconds of getting into the show ring. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 judge-approved tips to give you the edge next time you go into the showmanship ring. If you stay till the end, I'm going to give you one mistake that I see over and over again that cause exhibitors from receiving a call back to the next drive or from receiving the banner altogether. Now, who am I? My name's Cannon Brown. I make agriculture and livestock content on other social medias. I've worked with, coached, and judged some of the top showmen in the country. What I'm about to share with you, these tips, they're not just theory. These are proven, actionable items that if you take with you when you go and practice at home or go to the next show, you will be a better showman. Tip 1, first impressions. It doesn't matter what species you're showing. Right before you go into the ring, you need to be staring the judge down. There's not even going to be any animals in the ring yet. You need to be staring the judge down. When you walk into that ring with whatever species you're showing, eye contact is crucial. Stare the judge down. Walk in with confidence. Walk in like you own the place. Do you want to win? You're watching this video, so you must want to win, right? I mean, I feel like I could assume that since you're watching this video on how to win showmanship. Next time you go into showmanship, act like you want to win. Make sure your animal's clean. Make sure your animal's clipped. Make sure if you're showing cattle, sheep, or goats, that when you're asked to set up, you set up quickly. Judges will form an opinion on you within the first 15 seconds of the show. It's very hard to break that opinion. Tip 2, ring awareness. You need to know where everybody is. Again, it doesn't matter what species you're showing. If you're showing cattle, sheep, and goats, you need to know the correct spacing to maintain between your exhibitors. You need to know where that judge is and where you're at on your animal so that you can transition smoothly. If you're showing hogs, you need to know where your other exhibitors are so that you don't run into them. You need to create your own space in the show ring to get away from everybody else. And again, you need to know where that judge is at all times so that you can be on the correct side of your animal. Ring awareness is huge, and it's to the point of this is what separates champions, is ring awareness. If you can solidify yourself in the ring and get yourself out on your own, and even if you're showing cattle, sheep, and goats, if you can make yourself look like you're alone, that is the key ingredient. Tip number 3, control your animal. Now this seems like a given, but it's really not. You should be able to control your animal to the best of your ability. That's what showmanship is about. Right, guys? Again, it doesn't matter what species we're showing. If you're leading a steer and the steer's actually leading you, you don't have control over that animal. If you're walking a pig and the pig's going where it wants to go, you're not in control of that animal. We need to make sure that when we get into the show ring, our animal, our dance partner, means business. And they know it means business. You guys need to be working like a team. This is how people win showmanship, is when they look smooth, when they look like they have a partnership with their animal. If you go into any showmanship class in the country, any division, any senior or intermediate division at the end, you will notice this. The exhibitors and their animals are partners out there, and they work hand in hand. This is how you win showmanship. You have to be smooth, you have to be calm, you have to be confident. A lot of this is going to roll over on top of each other, but they all go hand in hand. Tip number 4, consistency is key. Always keep your animal set up, even if the judge isn't looking. Always be intense, even if the judge isn't looking. Any species you're showing. If the judge turns around to look at other livestock, that is not your chance to be lazy and stand up, stretch out your back, look down, look at dad out in the stands. Not that time. Nope. Now is the time to be consistent, because you never know when that judge is going to turn around to look back at you. You never know. Consistency is when you treat the entire class like the judge is watching. That's how you be consistent. That's how you win a showmanship drive. Tip number 5, know your species standards. All right, and I can get into this in separate YouTube videos where I go more in depth on each species, but just for this one, for an all-around video, we need to know our species standards. With cattle, They need to be square. They need to have their head up, right? Just basic. They need to have square on the ground, head up. Sheep and goats, they need to be braced properly. Their feet and legs need to be set up square. Their head and neck need to be at the right fit. Pigs, you need to drive with control. Straight, fluid lines, no hard turns. That'll hurt their back legs. We need to make sure that we're keeping calm and consistent when we're driving hogs as well. Again, it's about consistency as we get into the showmanship drive. The longer we get in, 30 to 45 minutes, who is the most consistent? That's the person that will win. Tip number 6, be ready for questions. Now, I know questions aren't as big as they once were, but there still are judges that will ask exhibitors questions once we get into the crunch time or we're at county fair. Judges will ask those questions. You need to know about your project too. Even if the judge isn't asking questions, you need to know about your project. What is it eating? What does it weigh? What's its birth date? If you're showing a pig, what's its ear notch? What are common things about that species that you should know that judge might ask you? These are things that you should know already through your 4-H or FFA project, through your 4-H or FFA education. You should be learning these. Tip number 7, finish strong. Never let up your composure. If you get a call back in your class, don't stop showing. I absolutely despise it when I give a kid a call back and they immediately turn off the intensity and just walk out the ring. Keep it on, because you're coming back. You have to come back and see me. Keep the intensity going. You should not stop showing until you and your animal are back at your pen. Not even out of the ring. I want you showing all the way back, and that even goes before the show. When you're coming up to the ring, I want you showing to me. Even if I can't see you as a judge, I want you showing to me. Tip number 8, work at home. None of this matters. None of this matters if you haven't practiced at home and done the work at home to make sure your animal can withstand 30 to 45 minutes in a showmanship grand drive. None of these tips matter if you haven't done the work at home with your sheep, with your goat, with your steer, with your heifer, with your hog, with your rabbit, with your chicken, with your turkey. Whatever you do showmanship in, none of these tips that we went over even matter if you haven't done the work at home. So that's the first step. That should be tip number 1. Go home and do the work. But once you do that, once you've done the work at home, go back, rewatch this video. You'll understand the importance of first impressions, ring awareness, control, consistency, knowing your species standard, knowing your questions, finishing strong, doing the work at home. If you think this video helped you in your showmanship journey or will help you in your showmanship journey, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. This is one of my first videos that I've made like this, so hit subscribe. I appreciate it.